In a peaceful, sun-dappled forest, a gentle bear named Bramble lived quietly beneath the towering trees. One warm summer day, Bramble lumbered along the forest path, feeling the softness of the earth beneath his paws, and listened to the chorus of chirping birds above. As he wandered further, the sound of rustling leaves and hurried footsteps caught his attention. Turning his head slowly, Bramble spotted a young deer named Dusk. Dusk was small and nimble, with wide, nervous eyes, darting frantically from side to side. Bramble noticed something was wrong. Dusk seemed panicked, trapped in a situation he couldn't handle alone. "Dusk, what's troubling you?" Bramble's deep voice rumbled with calm concern as he approached the frightened deer. Dusk turned toward Bramble with a worried gaze. "It's my leg. I think I've twisted it on a root while I was running. I can't keep up with my herd, and I fear being left behind," he stammered, his voice trembling. Bramble gently knelt beside Dusk, examining the twisted leg with care. His large paws, though powerful, moved with surprising delicacy as he felt for the injury. "Don't worry, I'm here now," Bramble reassured, his soothing tone easing Dusk's fear. With a slow, steady motion, Bramble helped Dusk to his feet. He suggested a slow pace to ease the pain, but Dusk still winced with each step. Bramble thought for a moment, then offered a better solution. "Climb on my back, Dusk. I'll carry you to safety," he said with a reassuring smile. Dusk hesitated at first, his small, delicate frame unsure of climbing onto Bramble's sturdy back. But the bear's warm, protective presence comforted him. Slowly, Dusk climbed up, his hooves settling into the thick, soft fur of Bramble's back. Together, they moved through the forest, Bramble's powerful stride never faltering. As they ventured deeper into the trees, the afternoon light flickered through the canopy above, creating dancing patterns of gold and green. Dusk marveled at how the world looked from atop Bramble's back. Everything seemed calmer, slower, and safer. As they journeyed, Bramble shared tales of his life in the forest, how he had helped other animals during harsh winters and how each creature in the forest had a role to play in keeping the balance of nature. His stories filled Dusk's mind, making him feel less afraid and more connected to the world around him. At last, they reached a wide clearing where the rest of Dusk's herd had gathered, waiting anxiously. The other deer raised their heads in surprise as they saw the unusual sight of Dusk riding on Bramble's back. The leader of the herd, an older deer with wise eyes, nodded approvingly as Bramble carefully lowered Dusk to the ground. "Thank you, Bramble," Dusk said with deep gratitude, his heart swelling with appreciation. "I could never have made it back without your help." Bramble simply smiled. "We all need help sometimes, Dusk. It's not a sign of weakness, but strength, knowing when to lean on others." Dusk's herd welcomed him back with soft nuzzles, and as the young deer limped toward his family, he turned back for one final glance at Bramble. The bear was already turning to leave, disappearing into the forest's embrace, but Dusk knew that he had learned a valuable lesson that day. From that day forward, Dusk remembered Bramble's kindness, and he vowed to help others whenever they needed it, just as Bramble had helped him. Whether big or small, everyone had a part to play in making the forest a better place for all its creatures.